Julien Alfred just sent shockwaves through the track and field world with a move no one saw coming. After dominating the 100m and 200m in 2024, she took an unexpected leap, literally, into the 300m.
And she didn't just compete.
She shattered records, delivered a powerful warning to Gabby and Shericka, and left everyone wondering, is she coming for their crown? Julien Alfred's journey to the top of the sprinting world has been nothing short of extraordinary. In 2024, she stunned the athletics world by proving she was one of the fastest women on the planet. Competing against the biggest names in sprinting, she delivered an unforgettable performance at the Paris Olympics, solidifying her status as a true superstar. In the 100m, she made history for St. Lucia, claiming the nation's first ever Olympic medal, and not just any medal, but gold. Blazing through the track in 10.72 seconds, she left behind some of the most dominant sprinters, including Sha'Carri Richardson, who had to settle for silver. That victory wasn't just about winning, it was a defining moment that showcased her speed, composure, and championship mindset. Her performance was flawless, powerful, focused, and completely in control. But Julien wasn't done. She followed up with a breathtaking run in the 200m, securing a silver medal behind Gabby, who took gold. The 200m had always been a tougher challenge, with fierce competition from both Thomas and Shericka, but Alfred's 21.86-second finish proved she was more than just a 100m specialist. She was a true contender, capable of competing at the highest level across multiple events. Few sprinters have been able to dominate both the 100m and 200m like Alfred. Comparisons to all-time greats like Florence Griffith-Joyner, Allyson Felix, and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce started to emerge. And at just 22 years old, she had already established herself as one of the biggest threats in track and field. Yet instead of settling for her achievements, Alfred did something unexpected. Rather than simply defending her 100m dominance in 2025, she made a bold move, one that left the track and field world stunned. She shifted her focus to longer distances, aiming to improve her strength, endurance, and speed retention. It was a calculated decision that hinted at something bigger. If she was already elite in the 100m and making strides in the 200m, what could she accomplish with even more strength? Just when everyone thought they had Julien Alfred figured out, she shocked them again. Instead of sticking to the short sprints, she stepped into unfamiliar territory, the 300m. This wasn't just an experiment. It was a clear statement of intent, and the entire sprinting community took notice. At the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Brighton, Massachusetts, on February 2nd, 2025, Alfred lined up for the race. The 300m isn't typically a race sprinters like her compete in, which made this move all the more surprising. When the gun went off, she didn't just run, she dominated. She clocked an astonishing 36.16 seconds, setting a new St. Lucian national record and becoming the 15th fastest woman in history at the distance. Even more impressive, she outran her training partner, Dina Asher-Smith, who ran a personal best of 36.87 seconds. This wasn't just a fast time, it was a statement. The 300m is a tricky event, sitting between the raw speed of the 200m and the endurance-heavy 400m. To run 36.16 seconds, Alfred had to showcase not just speed, but also endurance and power. The way she powered through the final stretch proved she wasn't just testing the waters, she was evolving into an even more dangerous sprinter. Her coach, Edric Floreal, had hinted at this shift months earlier, revealing to NBC's Otto Bolden that Alfred would be focusing on 400-meter training in 2025 to build her endurance. This 300m race was a preview of what was coming. It showed that she was preparing for something much bigger, perhaps a complete takeover of the sprinting world. The performance sent shockwaves through the track world. Analysts immediately started speculating what this meant for her 100m and 200m races. If she could maintain her speed over 300m, imagine what she could do in the final 50m of a 200m race. Her improved endurance was a nightmare for her competitors. The 200m has been one of the most competitive events in women's sprinting, with Gabby Thomas and Shericka Jackson reigning at the top. Gabby's personal best stands at 21.60 seconds, while Shericka holds a blistering 21.41 second time, making her one of the fastest women in history. But Alfred has been closing in with a personal best of 21.86 seconds. To truly challenge them, she needed to improve her endurance, and her latest performances suggested she was doing just that. The 300m race revealed that she was developing the stamina needed to finish strong in the 200m. That final 50m is where races are won or lost, and it's where Thomas and Jackson have historically had the edge. If Alfred could maintain her speed through those crucial moments, she could start posting times in the 21.7 or even 21.6 second range. Her coach's decision to have her train in the 400m suddenly made perfect sense. It wasn't just about running the 400m, it was about using endurance training to enhance her 200m performance. Both Thomas and Jackson have strong 400m backgrounds, which have helped them dominate the 200m. Alfred, however, hasn't competed much in the 400m, with her last recorded time at an elite level being 58.29 seconds. But with dedicated training, she could significantly lower that time and gain the stamina needed to push her sprinting to new heights. Coach Floreal is one of the best sprint coaches in the world, and his strategies are never random. His plan for Alfred suggests that she isn't just trying to improve, she's preparing for something far more dangerous. The key to winning in the 200m isn't just raw speed, it's speed endurance, the ability to maintain top speed through the entire race. That's why her focus on longer distances is so crucial. The numbers speak for themselves. Both Gabby Thomas and Shericka Jackson have exceptional 400m personal bests, Gabby at 49.60 seconds and Shericka at 49.47 seconds. This background gives them a huge advantage in the 200m, allowing them to power through the final stretch with incredible strength. Alfred's latest training plan is designed to close that gap. The track world is watching closely. Julien Alfred has already proven she is a world-class sprinter in the 100m and 200m. But her latest training strategy suggests she is building something much bigger. With her improved endurance, her rivals should be worried. Because if Julien Alfred can sustain her speed just a little longer, she won't just be competing with Gabby Thomas and Shericka Jackson. She'll be beating them. What do you think? Is Julien Alfred on her way to becoming the undisputed queen of sprinting? Let us know in the comments below.